In the name of Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. This is the first tutorial in the CSS cascading style sheet. So let's get started. Now basically CSS stands for cascading style sheet, and it's a coding or methodology or methods for styling our HTML page. HTML is basically the structure of our page, and without CSS the HTML page will look like will not look very good. So let me show you how. Let's save this page first. CSS index.html. so here we have HTML, and now another page for CSS. Save this as well. main.css. we save the CSS file with the .css extension. It's the name of the file, and here we have the .css extension. So we have saved these two pages. Let's give it first lecture. And okay, so what basically CSS is used for, it is basically used for the structure of our page, for the designing of our page. All the designing, all the colors and everything are added in our HTML page using the CSS. Now what does CSS mean? The cascading style sheet. Why it's called cascading style sheet? It's called cascading style sheet because it's like cascading the styles from one another. There are three methods of applying CSS: inline, internal, and external. So therefore it is named cascading style sheet. Like we can apply styles here in the it's called inline. Like here we define our styles, and internal is that we define here style. We start defining our styles here, h1, and then add some properties here. And another one is that external style sheet that we define over here. Now if we define if we give styles, or if we use the inline styling method, so it has more priority. For example, if we have given the body background color is equal to let's give it some BDD 4DE. So let's check it out if it works. No, it does not work. Why? Now we have style here, background color, background. Here we have not added background, and then we have color hash BDE4. Yeah, let's check it out now. So it has taken the color, so it has more priority. Now if we define our styles here, let's give it here style. So we add that in the head section, style type.css, and we give it body background color is equal to red. Let's see if it applies to this. No, it won't work, because the priority of the inline style is more than the priority of this internal, and then the priority of this external. Means that if we have defined the background color here, it will use this background color, not this one, or not that is defined over here. So now let's remove this. Each of this has its own advantages and disadvantages. The inline styling that we have given here is not recommended. It's only for it was used in the past and not mostly used in current era or in today's development environment, because sometimes if you want to make changes, so we will look when we write our entire website, so it will not be just a few lines of code. There will be many pages. So therefore we need to have a separate file like this main.css. So let's remove this from here and remove this from here. let's give it body background color, and the was hash bdd 4de. So let's refresh this page. So here it is. Another reason that why we do not use the internal style sheet, because each time we load our page, the web browser downloads our entire page in the browser. So each time we refresh our page, so these entire styles will be downloaded again and again in our web browser. But if we use a separate CSS page, the browser will once download this page and will not download again and again, and this will save a lot of processing time and a lot of loading time. Okay, so let's remove this from here, and we have added here a background color. So now it will not work. If you can see that, still I said that it will again and again load that page, still it has not removed that. So let's run it again from here. Okay, so the browser has downloaded the HTML, the styles body we have not added. Let's first add our CSS page. So the method to add our CSS page is to use link. The relationship is style sheet and the type is text./css. Here relationship means that what is the relationship between these two pages. The relationship is what? Style sheet. And what type of styling, what type of styling languages we are using? We are using text/css. It means that we are using CSS page. And what is the link to that page? The link to that page is main.css. Now let's change the color to green. Let's see, it will now change. You can use different colors here, blue. Yeah, we can use different colors. It's enough for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.